According to data from the National Institute on Aging, up to 68% of men over the age of 60 admit to experiencing a noticeable decline in male vitality. Yet only about 1 in 5 actively seek appropriate solutions. What is even more concerning is that not everyone truly understands the underlying causes, and even fewer realize that sometimes a small adjustment to their evening routine can create a remarkable difference. If you have ever felt that your body no longer responds the way it used to, your energy is fading, or your sleep is interrupted by nighttime urges or unexplained tension, then this message is meant for you. At this age, testosterone levels naturally begin to decline, and the functions of the prostate gland and urinary system gradually weaken. But this does not mean we have to accept losing our sense of aliveness, connection, and confidence. Today, I will guide you through a simple method: no medication, no devices, just your own hands, and a few quiet minutes each night to gradually restore circulation, awaken sensation, and support male health after the age of 60. This method has been endorsed by Dr. Abraham Morgentaler, a testosterone and men's health specialist at Harvard University, who described it as a supportive practice that helps rebuild biological perception and natural hormone balance in older men in a safe way. And now, before you dismiss it as too simple to be effective, give me a few moments to explain why your body is waiting to be reawakened from the inside out. There is a gentle but deeply reflective truth after the age of 60. A man's body does not decline suddenly like a car losing its brakes. Instead, it retreats quietly, little by little, in silence. The change does not come from any single dramatic event. It begins with small things: feeling tired more quickly during a walk, waking up multiple times at night to urinate, or simply not recognizing the person in the mirror anymore. This is when hormone levels begin to fall, blood circulation slows, and the body's sensory zones are no longer as responsive as they once were. According to research from the National Institute on Aging, NIH, after the age of 60, testosterone levels, the hormone responsible for regulating male vitality, may decrease by an average of 1 to 2% each year. Though these numbers may seem small, their gradual accumulation over time has a noticeable impact on a man's physical and mental health. The body becomes sluggish, moods grow irritable, sleep becomes poor, memory starts to fade, and there is a growing sense of lost control in urinary and vital functions. Many men report feeling disconnected from themselves, as if their body no longer responds to their will. But what is truly important to know is this: it does not mean your time has passed. In fact, the human body has an incredible ability to recover even after the age of 60 if it is given the right support and treated with patience. According to Dr. Alan Wine, a urology expert and clinical director at the University of Pennsylvania, the prostate gland, pelvic nerves, and blood vessels can regain effective function if they are supplied with the right signals and proper circulation. And sometimes, that signal is simply the sensation of touch, consistent and intentional in the right place, at the right time. Your body has not forgotten its natural function. It is simply on pause, conserving energy, like a room that has been dark for a long time. Everything is still there. It just needs someone to flip the switch. And the method you are about to discover is exactly that: a way to flip the switch through gentle movements that reactivate circulation. Nerve activity and the dormant sense of vitality. You do not need to expect a miracle overnight, but you can begin again night after night, sending your body a message, I am still here. I still want to live fully. And the question is, can just a few minutes of gentle massage on the lower abdomen, inner thighs, and near the prostate area truly make a difference? You may be surprised to learn that the lower abdomen and urinary region in men over 60 is not only responsible for basic excretory functions, it also acts as a vital coordination center for energy, sensation, and overall circulation throughout the body. When blood flow in this area slows down, nerves become less responsive, and the pelvic floor muscles tighten silently. Even a strong spirit cannot make the body respond the way it used to. The good news is that proper massage can change that, and not just relaxing spa-style massage, but simple, intentional techniques focused on stimulating the circulatory, nervous, and hormonal systems around the lower abdomen and urinary area. According to research published in the Journal of Urology, when men applied lower abdominal and near prostate massage for 10 minutes each night, within 2 weeks, blood flow in the region increased by over 28% compared to those who did not, and there was a clear reduction in sensations of pressure, frequent urination, and lower body discomfort. The reason is simple. Gentle massage movements in the lower abdomen help blood vessels expand, allowing oxygen-rich blood to nourish the urinary and vitality-supporting tissues. When blood flows freely, sensory nerves, which may have become dormant due to inactivity, begin to send signals again. Sensations become clearer, and vitality has a chance to gradually return. Some men even report that after just a few days of consistent massage, they feel warmth in the lower abdomen, sleep more deeply, and stop waking up at night due to the urge to urinate. Additionally, the perineal region, the small area between the anus and the base of the reproductive organ, contains many muscles responsible for supporting the pelvic floor. If this area is constantly tense or contracted, it can lock down the entire lower body circulation system, preventing the body from sending and receiving proper vital signals. Massaging this point helps release pressure, induces deep relaxation, and reawakens sensation. Dr. Kevin McVary, a renowned urology expert at Loyola University, once said, "Releasing tension in the perineal muscles is one of the most effective ways to restore interrupted physiological signals in older men." It is important to note this massage technique is not aimed at pleasure or intense stimulation. The goal is to gently awaken a system that has been inactive, using steady, respectful touch. Think of it like softly soothing a sleeping child with a warm whisper, rather than a loud call. And the wonderful truth is this: your body understands the language of touch. Once you send the right signal, it will begin to respond. This is not a complicated technique. You do not need to be a doctor, use any equipment, or rely on a trainer. The only things you need are your presence, your hands, and a little patience for your own body. Especially after the age of 60, when hormone levels decline and physiological signals fade. Even a simple, intentional touch can begin to restore what once seemed lost. Start by choosing a quiet time of day, ideally in the evening before bedtime. By then, The nervous system is already transitioning into a state of rest, and the body is more receptive to gentle signals of recovery. You may take a warm shower or place a warm towel on your lower abdomen for a few minutes to help relax the muscles and open up the blood vessels before beginning. The first step is to place both hands on your lower abdomen, just below the navel, using your fingertips. Gently make small clockwise circles within an area about the width of your palm. Breathe in deeply and exhale slowly. As you begin to feel warmth in the area, you are helping blood flow increase and nerves to awaken. Continue this motion for 2 to 3 minutes. Next, move your hands down to your inner thighs, where large blood vessels connect directly to the urinary region. Using the palms of your hands, gently stroke upward from the middle of the thigh toward the abdomen. Each stroke should take about 3 to 5 seconds. Repeat this motion 5 to 7 times on each side. This helps draw blood upward from the legs to the lower abdomen like a flow of recovery energy, returning to where it is most needed. Now, focus on the most important area, the perineal region. This is the space between the anus and the base of the front area, where many pelvic floor muscles and nerve junctions are located. Using 2 fingertips, apply gentle circular pressure to this area in small, slow, and steady motions. There is no need for strong pressure. The gentler the touch, the safer the body feels. With each press, breathe slowly and keep your awareness connected to this region. You may feel a slight sting, mild tension, or a light tingling. These are signs that the tight muscles are beginning to release after being held for a long time. Finally, return your hands to the lower abdomen and rest them there, as if sealing in the flow of energy. Take one more deep breath in and exhale slowly. Notice that the entire area now feels warmer, lighter, and perhaps even with a subtle internal vibration. The entire process takes only about 10 to 15 minutes, but if you practice it daily, you will gradually notice clear changes, deeper sleep, less nighttime urination, and a stronger sense of connection with your body. The most important part is not the technique itself, but your mindset. You are learning to befriend yourself once again. One of the most unexpected outcomes when beginning the journey of caring for urinary and male vitality in later life through massage is this: the benefits do not stop where you expect them to. They often extend into areas you may have never imagined. Many men, after a few weeks of consistently practicing these simple evening techniques, have shared that not only do they feel more energized, but they also sleep better, breathe more deeply, and even notice changes in how they stand and walk. Scientifically, this is easy to understand. When you massage the lower abdomen, inner thighs, and perineal region, you are stimulating the pelvic muscles, a group of muscles that form the foundation for the entire lower body. These muscles connect directly to the spine, hips, and urinary system. When they are released from chronic tension, pressure on the lower back also decreases, leading to reduced pain, better balance, and improved posture. Another valuable side effect is this: your body begins to receive signals of safety again. The sympathetic nervous system, which is often in a state of alert due to stress, age, or sleep disruption, gradually makes room for the parasympathetic nervous system to activate. This is the body's healing mode, where cells repair, the heart rate stabilizes, breathing slows, and deeper sleep becomes possible. According to a study published in Harvard Health Publishing, individuals who performed lower abdominal massage every evening for 2 weeks experienced over a 40% increase in uninterrupted deep sleep and felt more refreshed in the morning without using any form of sleep medication. The reason is that massage helps reduce cortisol, the stress hormone that interrupts sleep, while encouraging the body to naturally produce melatonin, which restores healthy sleep rhythms. A 70-year-old man once shared during a health consultation program, "I started this just to support my vitality. But after a week, what surprised me most was how I stood taller, slept through the night, and my wife said I looked brighter somehow." Where does this change come from? It begins when you allow your body to be touched, to feel, and to let go. And even more important, confidence begins to return. When you feel alive within your body again, you stop hesitating to go outside, stop avoiding eye contact, and stop pulling back from conversations. You start expressing yourself with a straight back, a steady voice, and a warm smile, qualities that make others see you not as an old man, but as a man coming back to life. Some things may seem small and ordinary, like how you wash your face, sip tea, or take a deep breath before sleep, but if you do them at the right moment, with presence and daily consistency, over time, they stop being habits and become rituals. Massaging the lower abdomen and urinary region is just like that. When you turn it into a nightly ritual, you are not only caring for your body, you are rebuilding the relationship between you and yourself. Each evening, set aside 10 to 15 minutes not to fix a problem, not out of obligation, but simply because you deserve it. Begin by creating a familiar space, a quiet room, soft yellow lighting, maybe a bit of essential oil or gentle music. This helps your brain associate that space with safety and relaxation, which is key for shifting the body into recovery mode after a warm shower or warm compress on the lower abdomen. Begin the gentle massage movements as described earlier. By repeating them each night, your body begins to learn and remember. This is the time I get to rest. This is the time I am cared for. This consistency is highly beneficial for hormonal balance and circulation. Because an older body does not need dramatic change, it needs a steady, calm, and regular rhythm. After just 3 to 5 days, many people begin to notice the lower abdomen warming up faster, numbness fading, and a deeper, more refreshing sleep. Some even describe a gradual sense of vitality returning to parts of the body that had long been forgotten. And this, it doesn't come from medication or technology, but simply from the care of your own hands and the quiet love you give to yourself. Don't worry if at first you feel awkward or unsure whether it's working. What matters most is that you are sending the right message, that you are still present, still paying attention, and still choosing to live with quality. This practice not only supports your energy, but also heals the quiet disconnection between mind and body that many men carry without words. An interesting thing happens when you do this every night. Not only does your body remember, but your mood, your posture, and the way you show up in life begin to change too. You start to look at yourself with gentler eyes. You begin to feel that your body can be trusted, can be relied on, and your partner senses this change not through words, but in your eyes, in the way you place your hand on her shoulder before sleep. So let each of these quiet evening movements be more than a massage. Let them be your daily ritual, gently awakening the man of strength and vitality within you, not loudly, but steadily, and with quiet confidence. By the time you've reached this point, you may have already realized that what you've been searching for all along does not lie in a prescription or a modern device. It lies in reconnecting with your own body in a gentle, natural, and meaningful way. Through each section, we have walked together through the journey of understanding why hormonal decline happens, how sensations in the urinary and vitality regions begin to fade, the power of simple yet effective massage, and finally, how to turn it into a meaningful ritual of renewal. You do not need medicine. You do not need a hospital. All you need is a quiet evening, patient hands, a warm and safe space, and an honest presence with yourself. When you do this every day, your body will slowly begin to respond. There is nothing magical about it, only consistency, trust, and kindness toward yourself. And remember, this is not just your story. When you begin to feel stronger, sleep deeper, and walk more steadily, your partner will feel it too. The sense of reconnection doesn't need words. It comes through your eyes, your breath, and the way you show up in each moment. So tonight, do not delay. Give yourself 10 minutes. Rest your hands on your lower abdomen. Breathe deeply. Gently move through each area as you have learned. No need for grand expectations. Just simply say to yourself, I am here. I care for my body. I deserve vitality and confidence. If you found today's message helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it with your loved ones. We will continue to bring you helpful content on nutrition, movement, and natural herbal therapies to support men's vitality and urinary health in a sustainable way. What methods are you using to care for your lower abdomen and vitality after 60? Let us know in the comments below.